Is the biology data portfolio, and here's my concept showcase in which the plant produces the oxygen that is used by the human, and the humans produce the carbon dioxide, which is used by the plants, illustrating interdependence. Here's the prompt about plankton, and I said that the disappearance of the plankton will have a detrimental influence on the human population as well as others due to the concept of interdependence and how plankton contributes substantial amounts of oxygen to the ecosystem. So interdependence is the main concept due to the food web and the fact that plankton are producers and undergo a process called cellular respiration, in which they produce oxygen through the process in which I explained earlier, where they consume the carbon dioxide. And this is important for us humans because oxygen is an essential element for us to live and thrive. And the food web is essential for the other animals within the marine life because of the trophic levels and them being at the base of the trophic levels. And chlorophyll is simply where they thrive. So populations make up an ecosystem, just as the plankton populations make up the marine life of that ecosystem. And interdependence is illustrated because of the food web, where the plankton are the base and they are a part of each of the chains, therefore making up this food web and illustrating how the plankton are used by all the animals because they're at the base of this trophic levels where they make 100% of the energy. And as you can see, as the pyramid begins to rise up, the energy actually begins to decline. That's because the producers have 100% of the energy, just like plankton do, and all of the animals actually consume this amount of energy, but not all of the energy can be transferred as the pyramid rises, because energy is lost and utilized within each of these consumers. So this is because plankton go through the process called photosynthesis, which I did explain earlier, and make glucose, which they use as energy, and again release this oxygen, which is very important for humans. So this is the Luri growth and how they grow by themselves, and this was done in the virtual populations lab. And when another population is mixed into it, it illustrates interdependence because of the difference within their growth. And here we have a stagnant line, which is what happens when no oxygen is produced, and what is starting to happen since the plankton population is decreasing, because plankton normally produce all of this oxygen that we utilize, and is shown through this light blue line, and is very important. Overall, throughout biology, I've learned a lot about populations that make up an ecosystem that is thriving due to the interdependence that they have with one another because of the trophic levels and the base of the producers, which undergo photosynthesis and create oxygen and energy for other animals. So thank you. Those are my citations.